Hello everyone, this is part 2 of trading automation series. In part 1, we set up connection to IB server. In part 2, we are going to request data from IB. I have my TWS open. You can see it here. So we can get data and also we can monitor the connections. In part 1, we have the file is called IB connection. This is the file. And here we hard code the client ID. Now we want to reuse this code, so let's change a little bit and put a passing parameter. So let's put it here. It's called client ID, and then we can use this passed-in client ID as the client ID. Client ID. Before, because it's hard coded, so when we call the function we don't need to pass in anything, and now we can just pass in, say, 18. Let's F file, save it, and run that. Okay, same as before, we get a connection, and here on the connection window we see the client ID 18 is connection. Okay, connected. Let's close this one. So, and then in order to get data from IB, we need a contract. We need to tell IB what data we want: stocks, futures, options, whatever. So let's make a file to do the contract. Because right now, I only focus on the SP 500 futures. So this contract is pretty much just hard code for the ES. I already opened the make the file, so let's open that. This is my file. So this is the IbPy package. There is a contract, and I make a function. It's very similar to this one. Give this name, like give me an IB contract, and pass in a symbol. And then for future, there is expiration date. So right now, currently future is 2019 December. C is contract. We declare this contract, and then we put in some, pass in some date. Wherever here is the symbol, the symbol here, the symbol, and then expiration date is pass it here, and security type is future. Currency is USD, exchange is Globex, and for future, because sometimes we want to get the old data, then we can do this one, include the expired true, and then return this contract, return the C is the contract. And for testing, it's same as the testing the connection. If underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal to underscore underscore main, we can do the test the contract. Give me an IB contract. This is the function. We pass in the ES, and then we pass in 2019 December. That's our expiration date for this current contract. And then we can print this one. Let's run that. F file. Okay, we print that out. It said this IBXT contract object. This is the object. Okay, because here is the contract object from here, but it didn't give anything in details. So let's add this code here, underscore underscore dictionary underscore underscore. This underscore underscore dictionary underscore underscore is the Python thing. It's pretty much, it contains all those date or whatever in this object. So let's F file, save it, and run that. So this time we'll print that out, not only the object. It gives you the all those date here, strike, expire, symbol, expiration date, security type, and the currency. Everything is here. So this is our contract. Okay. Now let's do the request data. I already make that file, so request ES data from IB, Oh, here is let's talk about how we name the file name. Okay, so like this one, my IB contract. Okay, uh, you can pretty much name anything you want, but my suggestion is don't use any generic name like say my contract. Okay, because in the future maybe you want program on like say TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, or TradeStation. Uh, so here my IB contract. Later on you can my TD contract, and it can be different. Now like a request ES data from IB. Right now we use ES. So it's not a bad idea to use a long name. Okay, don't use any generic names. Um, program like a file names, variables, functions. Try to make them unique. Okay, let me open that. I already make this one. So I just reuse these two files, the connection, IB connection, and reuse this contract. So from my IB connection, this file, import this function, give me an IB connection, and also import this print out all server message, this function. This function is pretty good to the debugging for debugging purpose. And then from my IB contract import this, give me an IB contract. Okay, and first let's test the connection. So IBCon equal to give me an IB connection. Remember this time when we call the give me IB connection, we need to give a port name. Let's say it's not port, give a client ID. Let's say 66. We put 66 here, and then again we can register all, print out all server message. It does nothing but just print whatever they get back, and then we do the connect. So let's do the F file, save and run. Oh, here we go. Just as before, we get server message, connection time, and then all those connect to date farm, all those message. And on this window, you can see that client ID 66 is accepted. So it's connected. Okay. Now let's request data from IB. Okay. So do the contract first. ES, because we do the ES contract. So let's ES contract equal to. We use this function. And then here is 2019 December, this current contract expiration days. And then IBCon is our connection object. We can use the IEQ historical data. This is IbPy built-in function. Okay, you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They get 8 input parameters. We got a ticket ID. It's just the number. Contract. Here is ES contract, and the end date time is the time you get date. You get the data from IB to that particular time. In our case, we use current time. Then this one is just empty string. The duration of string. Say if you want like get 2 hours of data, then you put 2 hours there. Say if you want get 2 years data, I can 2 years there. And the bar size, actually bar size is connected to this duration, because for IB said IB is not a data provider. So say if you make a function call, you can give me a 2 years of 5 second data. Then IB will not give you that because that's too much. That's a crazy large amount of data. So the bar size is like this is 30 seconds bar, it's 1 minute bar, 2 minute bar, is bar size. What to show? We want to show trades, so to give you like the high, the close, and the low. You can search the document to see what is that, what to show, and sometimes you can beat and ask and this and that. And use RTH. RTH stands for regular trading time. No, we don't use RTH because after hour we still can get the future data and format date. We put one here, the date to get some kind of format. So let's do that. The ticket ID, say we put one here and the ES contract, and then empty string for the current time, and then duration let's put 30 seconds. And bar size put in 30 seconds bar because in our chart we use 30 seconds bar. And then what to show? Trade. Use RTH? No. Put a 0 there, and then 1 is for the format. Okay, let's do that. Make the function call. See what happens. Here we go. We got also again we got the connection here. We got this different form, and then we got historical data, and the date is time is here, and then we get another bar. It's 30 seconds each. Get this one here, and then we got this one is finished. And the finished one is the open is -1, high, low is all -1. Okay, so we want to parse this historical data. This is the important part of the this program. We can ignore all those, but we want to parse that. So in order to do that, we do another just historical data handler to parse all those data. So let's do that. Here we define another handler. Instead of use the print all out server message, we define another handler here. Okay, historical data handler. Okay, and then this handler is again passing message. And first we try that whether it works. Okay, just print the message out, and we comment out this one, and then ibcon dot. This time just to register, not register all. Okay, and then put this historical data handler here, and then for the message part, we only pass in the historical data. And because message is a object, is a class defined in IbPy, we need to import that. Otherwise, the program doesn't really know what is that message. Okay, let's try that out. Save and run. Here we go. Now we don't have all those. Okay, we only have the historical data here. Historical data. We print that out. Okay, because we know all those message. They got a date, time, the time name here, and then the message is a structured data. So actually we can pick each of the segment of this one. So let's do that. Print the open message dot open, and then close, for example, message dot close, and then low, message dot low, volume, message dot volume. In the beginning, let's do the time. Message dot date. Here /n is a new line character. So when we print that out, we're printing in multiple lines. So let's hit the F file, see how it goes. Okay, here we go. We got open, close, low, volume, and then, oh, volume here looks like yes /n. Okay. Open, low, volume. This is 1 bar. The time. The bar is 11:18:30, and then another bar here, and this is another one. We don't really want the garbage here, so let's do a condition print here. If message dot open, because the message open is -1, so if this message open is not negative, that is 0. Okay, then we print that out. F file, run that. Okay, here we go. This time they only give us the real data, not the ending of the data. And then, so if we want to know like the bar size, the height of the bar, we can do this one. Bar length is equal to message.high minus message.low. Okay, and then here we can still not here. Okay, we get open, we get close, we get low, we get volume, and then we get this bar size. So here we get all those data, but it's only for 60 seconds. So, oh, only 30 seconds. Let's see the 60 seconds, what happens. And when we print that out, we need to print the new line to make that obvious. One bar here, 20, 30, and then another bar here. It's 2 bar. So how do we get the continuous get the data? We can put a while loop to make that infinite. While true, and then get this one. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's something not right, because IB doesn't want you keep asking the same contract over and over. So let's do that. Sleep 30 seconds. And here we change that 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds we pull the data. And for sleep, before, remember before we use from time import sleep function, right? This time we do that different. We just import time, and then when we call sleep, we call time.sleep, and then save it and run that. Okay, we got the first bar. We sleep 30 seconds. We should get another bar here. Meanwhile, if you look at this program, actually the program is very short because we reuse the connection and then we reuse the contract. The reason to use multiple files instead of put everything together is to make the main program short, and also all those code can be reused later. So we get this one, we get this one. Let's wait another second to see 30 seconds to see another batch of data. Here we go. So we get another data here. So now we get a connection here. It's 66 client ID. And remember the TWS is supposed to handle multiple connections. So let's try that out. So this is connection. If we run that as connection 18. Let's try it. Here we go. But you see what happens? Actually, they disconnect 66. Disconnect our main program and set up a connection for this one. Why is that? Because we run both programs in the same Python shell. If we open another IDLE, another shell, okay, and open this one, use this cell to open this one, okay, and then we run it from here. See that? We get 18 still connected, and then the client ID 60, the new one, is also connected. So they prove that IWS really can handle multiple connections. This is very important because we know that DWS can handle multiple connections, so we can use one connection, just keep pulling the data, and then we can use the other program to process the data, and then we connect to IB to place order, to do this and that. So we can do all the things in parallel instead of we have to rely on one connection. So I think we can wrap up today. Today we do the we multiply the IB connection to take a client ID, and then we do a IB contract with pretty much hard code for ES, and then we request data from IB, and this file is pretty small. It's reused all those code before, and we can handle this, parse the coming data. We can do a simple calculation, and then we can print that out. So that's enough for today. Thank you for watching. Next time we can implement how we process data to calculate our moving average crossover. And I think first we need to get the data and put into somewhere to store the data, because the data is very important. We'll talk about that next time in part 3. Thank you for watching. Bye.